हेलो बच्चों। आज हम मैथ्स फॉर्मूला सीरीज में सेट्स स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं। आज हम सेट्स को रिवाइज करेंगे। व्हाट इज सेट? अ सेट इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ वेल डिफाइंड ऑब्जेक्ट्स विच आर डिस्टिंक्ट फ्रॉम ईच अदर. Set are generally denoted by capital letters A, B, C, etc. and the elements of the set A, B, C, etc. Okay, the sets are denoted by capital letters A, B, C, and the elements of set are denoted by small letter. If small a is an element of a set capital A, then we write that small a belongs to, this symbol is read as belongs to A, set A, and it is read as A belongs to set A. If A does not belong to A, then we write A does not belongs to A. Some important number set. N is set of all natural number, W is a set of all whole number, Z or integer is a set of all integer, Z plus is set of all positive integer, Z minus is set of all negative integer, Z0 is the set of all non-zero integer. Okay, Z0 set of all non-zero integer. Q is the set of all rational numbers P upon Q such that P comma Q belongs to integer, Q is not equal to 0. R is set of all real numbers, R minus Q is the set of all irrational numbers. Methods to write a set. There are two methods, roster method and set builder form. So roster method, in this method a set is described by listing elements separated by commas and enclose them by curly brackets. And set builder form, in this case we write down a property or a rule by which P, which gives us all the elements of the set. So rule is like A equal to, set A equal to X such that all the elements of X are related as Px. Types of sets: null set or empty set. Set having no element in it is called an empty set or a null set or void set. It is denoted by phi. This is symbol of null set or phi, or empty brackets or empty braces. A set consisting of at least one element is called a non-empty set or a non-void set. Now singleton set. A set consisting of a single element is called a singleton set. Finite set. Set which has only finite number of elements is called a finite set. Order of a finite set. The number of elements in a finite set is called the order of the set A and is denoted by OA, order of A, or NA. Mostly NCERT has used NA, so everyone remember by NA. NA is the order of a finite set or cardinality number. It is also called as cardinal number of the set. So it is denotes cardinality of a set A. Infinite set. A set which has an infinite number of elements is called an infinite set. Equal set. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is a member of B and every element of B is a member of A. That is, A is a subset or equal to B and B is a subset or equal to A. If sets A and B are equal, we write A equals to B, and A and B are not equal, then A not equal to B. Equivalent set. Two finite sets A and B are equivalent if their number of elements are same. That is, the cardinality of two sets A and B are same. Equal sets are always equivalent, but equivalent sets may not be equal. Subsets. Let A and B be two sets. If every element of A is an element of B, then A is called a subset of B. If A is a subset of B, we write A is a subset of B. This symbol is read as subset of B. Now we have proper subset. If A is a subset of B and it is not equal to B, then A is a proper subset of B, and we write A is subset of B. Note, every set is a subset of itself. That is, A is a subset or equal to, it's a subset, means it's an improper subset. A for all A. Empty set. Phi is a subset of every set. Clearly, natural number is a subset of whole number. Whole number is a subset of integer. Integer is a subset of rational number. Rational number is a subset of real number. Real number is a subset of complex number. The total number of subsets of a finite set containing n elements is 2 to the power n. Total number of subsets will be 2 to the power n. N is what? Number of element or cardinality or order of the set. Universal set. A set consisting of all possible elements which occur in the discussion is called a universal set and is denoted by capital U. Note, all sets are contained in the universal set. Power set. Let A be any set, then the set of all subsets of A is called power set of A and is denoted by PA. Some operation on sets. We have union of two sets. A union B is defined as such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Intersection of two sets. A intersection B is equal to set of all elements X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Difference of two sets. A minus B equal to X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Complement of a set. A complement equal to U minus A. De Morgan's law. A union B का whole complement equal to A complement intersection B complement. A intersection B का whole complement equal to A complement union B complement. A minus B union C equals to A minus B intersection A minus C. This is distributive law also, a type of distribution by negative difference of set. So then A minus B intersection C equal to A minus B union A minus C. This is also the form of De Morgan's law. In between C the symbol gets changed. This is the distributive law. A union B intersection C equal to A union B intersection A union C. A intersection B union C equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. Commutative law. A union B equals to B union A. A intersection B equal to B intersection A. Associative law is also followed. A intersection phi equals to phi. A intersection U equals to A. A union phi is A. A union U is U. A intersection B is a subset of A. A intersection B is a subset of B. A intersection is a subset of A union B. And B is a subset of A union B. A is a subset of B implies that A intersection B is A. A is subset of B, then it implies that A union B is B. Disjoint sets. If A intersection B is phi, then A B are disjoint. Note, A intersection A complement is phi, means A and A dash are disjoint. A and A complement. Symmetric difference of set. A delta B equal to A minus B union B minus A. A complement का whole complement is A. A is subset of B implies that B complement is subset of A complement. If A and B are any two sets, then A minus B equal to A intersection B complement. B minus A equal to B intersection A complement. A minus B equals to A, then it implies that A intersection B is phi. A minus B union B. This you can do easily with the help of Venn diagram. No need to remember also. A minus B union B is A union B. A minus B intersection B is phi. A minus B union B minus A is A union B minus A intersection B. Venn diagram. So this is the Venn diagram. A union B, all A and B elements. A intersection B, the common element. A minus B, only the elements of A and no elements of B. B minus A, all the elements of B and no elements of A. Now this is A complement, leaving A, all the elements. A delta B. A delta B means A minus B union B minus A, means all the pure elements of A and B, no mixture. Disjoint set, there is no common element between A and B. Some important results on number of elements in sets. NA union B equal to NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. If A and B are disjoint non-wide set, then we have NA union B equal to NA plus NB. NA minus B, we have NA minus NA intersection B. That is NA minus B plus NA intersection B equal to NA. NA delta B is NA minus B union B minus A. That is NA minus B plus NB minus A. NA plus NA minus NA intersection B plus NB minus NA intersection B. That is NA plus NB minus 2NA intersection B. Similarly, for three sets NA union B union C, NA plus NB plus NC minus NA intersection B minus NB intersection C minus NA intersection C plus NA intersection B intersection C. And similarly, with the help of Venn diagram, it will be easier instead of learning all these formulas. So this was all present in the sets. Let us revise once again what we have read. Sets we have revised. Definition, important set, methods to write set, and type of sets we have seen. Null set, empty set, singleton, finite set, all the types of sets. After that, proper subset and universal set, power set, and all the operations, complement set, De Morgan's law, distributive law, then disjoint set, symmetric difference of a set, and Venn diagrams, and some important results on cardinality of elements of a set. Now coming to the next topic, that is relation. Instruction: let A and B be two sets, then a relation R from A to B is a subset of A cross B. Thus, R is a relation from A to B, which implies that R is a subset of A cross B. So, first of all, we need to, what is A cross B? A cross B is a Cartesian product of sets from A to B. It is written in an ordered pair as we used to write as in the Cartesian coordinate system. X1, Y1, these are the points. So, similarly here, X1 will be from A and Y1 will be from B. So, this will form a proper ordered pair. So, relation is a subset of A cross B. Total number of relations, let A and B be two non-empty finite sets consisting of m and n elements respectively. Then A cross B consists of mn ordered pairs. So total number of subsets of A cross B will be 2 to the power mn. Domain and range of a relation, let R be a relation from a set A to set B. Then the set of all first components or coordinates of the ordered pairs belonging to R is called domain of R, while the set of all second components or coordinates of the ordered pairs in R is called the range of R. Thus domain of R equal to A such that A comma B belongs to R. Range is all the elements B, where in A comma B it belongs to R. R means relation. It is evident from the definition that the domain of a relation from A to B is a subset of A and its range is a subset of B. Inverse relation, let A and B be two sets and let R be a relation from a set A to set B. Then the inverse of relation R, denoted by R inverse, is a relation from B to A and it is defined by R inverse equal to B comma A such that A comma B belongs to R. Means A comma B belongs to R implies that B comma A belongs to R inverse. Domain of range, the domain of real becomes the range of R inverse. Domain of relation R becomes range of R inverse and range of R becomes domain of R inverse. Types of relation. In this section we intend to define various types of relations on a given set A. The first one is wide relation. Let A be a set, then phi is a subset of A cross A, and so it is a relation on A. This relation is called the wide or empty relation on A. Universal relation, let A be a set, then A cross A is a subset of A cross A, and so it is a relation on A. This relation is called the universal relation on A. Now identity relation, let A be a set, then the relation IA equals to A comma A such that A belongs to set A on A is called the identity relation on set A. In other words, a relation IA on set A is called the identity relation if every element of A is related to itself only. Reflexive relation, a relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. Thus, R on a set A is not reflexive if there exists an element small a or capital A belongs to A such that A does not belongs to R. So, the given relation will not be reflexive. It is very important relation. Relation R for all the element, for every element of, this line is very important, every element of A must be related to itself in the relation, means A must be present in the entire relation R. Every identity relation is reflexive, but every reflexive relation is not identity. Symmetric relation, a relation R on a set A is said to be symmetric relation if and only if A comma B belongs to R implies that B comma A belongs to R. यहाँ इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये जरूरी नहीं है कि ए कॉमा बी मतलब सेट ए के सारे एलिमेंट ए कॉमा बी जो बिलोंग्स करें रिलेशन में, हमें यहाँ पर सारे एलिमेंट्स को नहीं देखना है, केवल रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन में हमें सारे एलिमेंट ए के मौजूद होने चाहिए रिलेशन में, तभी वो रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन होगा। जबकि सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन में ऐसा नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ वो सेट देखना है, वो ऑर्डर्ड पेयर जिसमें ए कॉमा बी रिलेशन में हो और उसी रिलेशन में बी कॉमा ए भी हो, तब वो रिलेशन सिमेट्रिक रिलेशन होता है। दैट इज ए इज रिलेटेड टू बी implies दैट बी इज रिलेटेड टू ए फॉर ऑल ए कॉमा बी बिलोंग्स टू सेट ए। ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन, लेट ए बी एनी सेट, अ रिलेशन आर ऑन ए इज सेड टू बी अ ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन इफ एंड ओनली इफ। अब इसमें भी पूरे एलिमेंट्स की जरूरत नहीं है, केवल ए कॉमा बी अगर रिलेशन में है और बी कॉमा सी रिलेशन में है, तब हमें चेक करना चाहिए कि ए कॉमा सी रिलेशन में है या नहीं। अगर मान लीजिए ए कॉमा बी तो रिलेशन में है लेकिन बी कॉमा सी तुम्हें मिल ही नहीं रहा रिलेशन में, देन ऑल्सो दैट इट इज ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन। ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो कि काफी बच्चे मिस्टेक करते हैं। लेट ए बी एनी सेट, अ रिलेशन आर ऑन ए इज सेड टू बी अ ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन इफ एंड ओनली इफ। इफ एंड ओनली इफ तभी कहलाएगा जब ए कॉमा बी बिलोंग्स टू आर एंड बी कॉमा सी बिलोंग्स टू आर, जब ये दोनों केस होंगे। अब ये दोनों केस है ही नहीं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो रिलेशन ट्रांजिटिव नहीं है, इट मे बी ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन, तो इसलिए वो ट्रांजिटिव होता है फॉर ऑल ए कॉमा बी कॉमा सी बिलोंग्स टू ए। it will imply that a comma c will also belongs to relation, that is a is related to b and b is related to c. It will imply that a is related to c for all a comma b comma c belongs to a. Antisymmetric relation, let a be any set, a relation R on set A is said to be an antisymmetric relation if and only if a comma b belongs to R and b comma a belongs to R. It implies that a is equal to b for all a comma b belongs to a. Equivalence relation, A relation R on a set A is said to be an equivalence relation on set A if and only if it is reflexive, that is A comma A belongs to relation for all A comma A belongs to A. It is symmetric, that is A comma B belongs to R implies that B comma A belongs to R for all A comma B belongs to A. It is transitive, that is A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R implies that A comma C belongs to relation for all A comma B comma C belongs to set A. It is not necessary that every relation which is symmetric and transitive is also reflexive. So this was the equivalence relation. So now we have finished the sets and relation. Let us revise once more. Relation we have seen total number of relation, introduction, domains and range, types of relation. After that we have seen identity relation, symmetric relation, reflexive relation, transitive relation, antisymmetric relation and equivalence relation. So finally we have completed our sets and relation. So hope guys you have liked this video. Thank you for watching.